Hi, this is Jamie Derner, Holistic Business Mentor Coach at Holistic Business Prosperity, helping you build your profitable practice with greater ease. Today I'm here to talk about another inner game of business tip. I call the inner game of business everything that we do for ourselves to keep our energies at a high vibration so that we're feeling good and that we then take that energy out so that we are able to share our message most effectively with our clients and get those outer business results that we're looking for. One of the biggest things that can sabotage us in our inner game are our negative self-critical messages, often referred to as gremlins. I'm sure you've had a few of these come up in your time, maybe on a daily basis, maybe on a regular basis. You will typically have some gremlins that show up cyclically for you. And they might say a variety of different things, but usually they run across a theme. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. I'm not ready. I can't do this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the results for my clients that I want, or anything along those lines. My clients often say, when those gremlins come up, what do I do about them? Because no one wants gremlins hanging around. Today I'm going to share with you a simple 5-step process to help quiet those gremlins. The first thing is to acknowledge them and even honor them. Oftentimes those old self-critical tapes come from a place of experience that they served a purpose. They may have outlived their purpose, but at one point they did. So first, just acknowledge them, be aware of them, and then listen to and feel the feelings that are coming up around that. Oftentimes we want to push negative feelings away because we perceive them as undesirable. Certainly they can be uncomfortable, but all feelings really are valid. They're there giving us input, sometimes can even be helping us see things from a new perspective when we stop and pay attention to them. So after acknowledging them, feeling them, and by the way, feeling them doesn't mean that you wallow in them and get stuck in them, only that you feel them, right? That you really allow yourself to be with those emotions, those feelings for a short period of time. And then listen to them and ask yourself the question, is there anything here for me to learn from what's coming up? Is this some sort of a nudge or a guide pointing me either away from a direction I'm going or more towards a direction I want to be going instead? What's there for me to learn from them? Sometimes the gremlins don't have anything to share. They've just become a habituated pattern that we've learned everything we can from them and they're just hanging around when we don't need them anymore. So the next part of that process, either because you've gotten what you need from them or because they really don't have anything to share, is to thank them and say goodbye to them, to let them go, to shut the door on them. I like to talk about some of our internal energies in a personified way, almost treating them like little personalities. Sometimes I even name them. And a technique that you can do when you're working with these energies is not only to verbally communicate with them, but to visualize doing something with them. So in this case, you might visualize literally showing them the door, closing the door, possibly locking the door, possibly erasing the door so that they don't come back. So that's the 4th step. And the 5th step in the process is to fill the void. Our body-mind system does not like a void. In Ayurveda, we will say, well, anytime that there is empty space, vata, which is made up of air and ether, will come in and fill that space. And vata can be a very destabilizing energy in our bodies, especially if we have too much of it. It can increase feelings of anxiety and fear, and that's certainly not what we want. So once you have escorted that gremlin out of the room, out of the house, you want to think about what you want to put in its place. I often use something like a mantra. And for me, I really like mantras that are in other language. I usually use Sanskrit mantras, and part of it is so that my mind is not involved. I'm simply changing the vibration, the energy of it. But certainly you could use an affirmation that speaks to the positive aspect that you want instead of that old negative tape. When I walk my clients through this process of breaking these sabotaging mindsets and beliefs, oftentimes what comes up is that they recognize that they really do have everything they need. They have got the training. They have got the skill and experience. Remembering, too, that your ideal client is someone who needs your services. And that means whatever level that you are trained at and that have, that's the level of service that they need. We don't have to know everything. We don't have to be perfect, thank goodness, because none of us ever will be perfect. There will always be things for us to learn. And to support our ideal clients, we only need to be far enough ahead of them that we can be a part of that guide for them, getting them to where they are looking to go. Some of my clients appreciate writing out this 5-step process onto a sticky note so that they can remember it when those old gremlins come back visiting. Do whatever works for you. And as always, if you have extra tidbits that you'd like to share with the group and the community, feel free to post them in the comments section. Cheers for now. Remember to find the place of ease in each moment, in each day.